Good morning, members. Sorry I didn't do a market breakdown yesterday. I was actually on the go, so I didn't have my laptop on me. Thought I was going to, but I ended up not being able to. And when I got back, I was just too tired. I don't want to give you guys a tired vibe and just a tired analysis. So it's Thursday. Today is March 28th, and the markets are dropping. And why is that? Right? Even though markets are dropping and we're still profiting from the robot, the trade analysis that I called yesterday did not, or not yesterday, on Monday. Sorry about that. It zoomed in at the wrong thing. I was trying to have it zoom in at the chart. But anyways, so trades didn't go exactly as planned yet. Okay. Yes, we were in profit at a certain point. I actually put, we didn't get out yet. So we were in profit, of 70, 90, actually 100 pips at one point, but I still had my take profit at the zone. Now, some of you might wonder, hey, like, why didn't you take profit? You could have been greedy or whatever. But guys, I trade by an algorithm. I trade by a system. That means that if I wanted to do something, I stick with it 100% until it happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. It's okay. You know what I mean? I don't let my emotions come into play whenever it comes to, oh, wow, I'm in so much profit, I should take it off the table. Or, oh, wow, I'm in so much loss, I should take it off the table. I treat both the exact same way. But moving on to, so EURJPY, okay, I said it was going to rise. So you guys can kind of see from this area over here that price over here is when price started reversing. So whenever something like this happens, you might want to highlight it just to, keep that in mind, right? Now on the 1 hour, it doesn't really tell us too much. So we're going to go to the weekly. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, I just noticed this trend line might not be relevant to right now, but it's relevant in total. So, oh yeah, it definitely is relevant. So, this could be a future trend line. Anyways, going to it, I want you guys to see the bigger picture. Okay, see the bigger picture. Let me draw it for you guys. So I can see a trend line right here forming, and I actually do see this trend line right here. Seems to be very respected as well. So overall, it is, since 2018, really since the beginning of it, it just seemed like it's been just a bear run. Okay, there's a few wicks down right there, but every time it makes a new high, it goes down for a lower. So it seems to be kind of doing the same thing right now. However, we're gonna look at it on the daily perspective. I love the daily, honestly. The daily is one of the best charts in my opinion. Okay, cool. So price literally just wicked to, so today it wicked to the previous low where we had our Fibonacci level right here. Yep. So that's good. And I honestly wicked all of it. So that tells me that it doesn't seem like it's going to go that far down anymore. So you guys can kind of see right here too. Right? You guys see that? You see the pattern? Let me draw something up for you guys. Maybe make it even more clear. So you guys see this pattern right here? Right? Down, wicked, came up, down. Now if I grab that exact same pattern I just drew, that makes perfect sense to me. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections of this zone. Okay, this is on the daily. So you guys see that? So moving on to the 4-hour. Let me go into the 4-hour. You guys can kind of see it too on the 1-hour. Every time it touched this zone, it just started climbing up. So too many arrows for right now. But guys, I'm still in this buy, so I'm still in a couple orders over here. But what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm taking another long position. Okay, now I'm actually going to be moving all my take profits to a specific area, to where they all meet, just so I can kind of, in a way, get out of the trade. I don't want to be too long in it, but I still want to profit. I always end up profiting anyways. So my actual take profit is 124.80. Okay. So you guys do realize that this take profit is shorter than this take profit. And what that means is that you put all your take profits. I had about 2 or 3 trades, but I put all my take profits at the 124.80. Now there's a couple of reasons why take profit is over there. One, the zone area over here, you can see already start seeing price starting to rise. But 2, the EMA is probably going to match up right on there. But 3, and one of my favorites actually to confirm this, is that this is a 61 Fibonacci. So I do see this spiking up there easily today, hitting this and then maybe continuing further downside, or even going up to the zone like it was supposed to and hitting the trend line before going down. But this is my trade right here. This should be a really nice profitable trade. Stop losses, like I said, I don't have any, but it could be down here underneath the zone, underneath the Fibonacci. Moving on to EURJPY. This one's a little different, guys. So first off, we profited on this call right here. Easy. But I want you guys to notice something. This is a huge downtrend on the weekly. I'm not going to go too deep on the weekly, but let's go on to the daily. So first off, this right here is a solid trend line. Okay. This right here is a zone. Clearly. Tapped it 3 times and launched up every single time. But for EURJPY, because of how it's moving, we actually need to hop into a smaller time frame. So you guys see every time it touched this zone, it already started rising, broke the 78, and then now it's at the 61 Fibonacci. So guys, even though the other pairs are going to rise, right, this is short-term sell right here. So the other pairs are getting, you know, the 70, 80 pips, you know, take profit. But this one, it's too clear to me, guys. It's literally hitting the 200 EMA. On top of that, it's hitting the 61 Fibonacci. Okay, that's really all I need to enter this trade. So whenever it's hitting a lot of resistance to the upside, so I'm going for a sell here. I might even draw this right here, this inner trend line. Kind of see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wicks to it. So I'm actually in a sell. You could have wide stop losses if you want to have it maybe up here over the zone. I definitely don't think it's going to go over the zone. But like I said, I'm not entering in a stop loss just in case there's a wick. So you guys see these wicks right here. These are what the wicks are for. They're literally just stop hunts that hit your stop loss, pocket your money, and then go down or go to further. Now, as for take profit, like I said, it's also not going to be greedy. We could have take profit down here to the 78 Fibonacci, but I'm going to have it at 25 pips just to also be secure. So this is my trade for EURJPY. There wasn't too much explaining for that just because there isn't a long-term trend on that. Some say it's the Brexit, some say whatever it is. But so like I said, I'm not in stop losses. So this trade right here that I entered, I'm simply in drawdown. Okay, simply in drawdown. So what this means, let's go on the weekly. This one actually follows EURJPY more than EURGBP. But if we look at the weekly immediately, what is the first thing you notice? It's further away now from the 200 EMA. So what this tells me is that at one point, we're going to have to come up to this EMA, right? That's the only thing you need to even get from the weekly chart, okay? Guys, this is how long it takes for me to also trade the market. I don't do too much. But anyways, you see here, as soon as it broke this trend line, it retested it. The only green candle retested it, and that continued further down. Now, immediately I noticed right here is a zone. Okay. Now, immediately I'm going to go to actually the 4-hour because at this point, we know where price is at. We know it topped on the zone. So we're going to go. I want to go to the 4-hour before I go to the 1-hour, just to kind of clarify things for you. So it's already retesting right now. It's on the 4-hour. If you go to the 1-hour, I'm still looking for this 1-hour candle close. However, I'm already really confident in this trade, honestly. Even though we have this in drawdown, I'm entering again in the long. And the reason being is because if you go on the longer term, here, let me explain this more before I explain my exact position. Oh wow, you can probably extend this. Okay. Yeah, it's a very respected trend line right here. Now on the daily, that makes more sense. Right here, the two candles too, that makes a lot more sense. So what I do see happening, so even though the new highs are dropping, see that? Highs dropping, highs dropping. This is a stop hunt, clearly. The bottoms are really not dropping further. You see that? It comes back to the same area before it goes up. Come back to the same area. So just recently it broke through it and then broke through it again. However, the zone has not been broken through in this area down here at the 1.1196 area have not been touched again. So what this tells me is that it's coming into a kind of area right here where, you know, price was just hanging around in this area. So let me draw what I see. Kind of just like that in this area right here. Until it's literally going to be like this, and then nobody's going to know what's going to happen. However, we're going to catch this upside. Because, and literally guys, I'm basically drawing the exact same thing that's going to happen in the future. But it's touching this area, so I do expect it to come up a little more. And then also, once it starts consolidating, or whatever you want to call it, in this area, it's going to be further away from the EMA. It needs to retest that. This is on a daily. So I'm looking at you know, I'm looking at probably a month, 2 months ahead. But if you go to the 4-hour, now you can kind of see where we're at in the bigger picture. So we're gonna go ahead and enter in another buy. Right now, guys, I'm actually in a couple buys on this one. Some with even higher lot size than usual because of how confident I am in this trade. So my take profit personally is around the 1.13 area. Okay. The reason being is that at this point, this line is not only being, it's kind of being disrespected in a way. You know, it goes through it easily, goes down through it easily. So at this point, it is a turning point. So it is a balance point. However, at this point, I do see it just even spiking through it. And then I do see, let me do this one in black. I do see the EMA, you know, being like that. And just continuing the trend that it's already doing. So I hope you guys see what I'm drawing up here, because I'm basically, yeah, this is exactly how I trade. This is exactly how you should trade. This is exactly how to profit crazy in the markets. But yep, so what I mean by that is I have all the trades take profit is around, or is the 1.130 area. I hope you guys enjoyed these market breakdowns. Let me know if you need any other ones. For XRP, it actually hit take profit already, like I said, but we're not going to talk more about that. So, but let me know if you need any charts analyzed.